Yeah, good day, my beautiful listeners. As you can see, we are in the month of February, and this article says Yoruba monarch Ooni imposes coffee, bans night prayers in churches and mosques over bandits attack. Yes, the Ooni of Ife in a statement throughout the lower of Ife, Ibrahim Ademola had ordered a restriction of movement in the town since Saturday night. The Ooni of Ife, Yoruba's foremost traditional ruler, Adeyeye Ogunwusi, has ordered a restriction of movement in Ile-Ife, Osun State, from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. over incessant criminal activities. And the development was reported to have forced the traditional council members and some local security to keep vigil in some areas throughout the night last Friday. The Ooni of Ife, in a statement through the lower of Ife, Ibrahim Ademola had ordered a restriction of movement in the town since Saturday night. The Imperial Majesty of Ogunwusi has ordered lockdown from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. in Ile-Ife township from Saturday. And there will be no vigil, no night party, no night prayers in all churches and mosques, among others. This is because robbers and bandits' presence in Ile-Ife is on high, which is causing the community sleepless nights. The police with the local securities are now in the community to ensure security, and also anyone caught within these hours will be treated as such. The restrictions is still further notice, or is still in further notice. But the secretary to the Osun State government, Wole Oyebanji, said in a statement that there is no restriction of movement in any part of the state. He, however, cautioned the residents to avoid reckless movements, especially at odd hours of the day. The government of the state of Osun wishes to inform the public that there is no curfew of any nature in any part of the state. The statement reads, the government is assuring citizens that Osun remains safe regardless of the activities of a few criminal elements. This government has never and will not fold its hand while a few criminal elements decide to violate the rights of other citizens. Those found culpable of disrupting the peace of Osun will face the full weight of the law if apprehended. Yes, anyone who has found delight in being a troublemaker has the option of relocating elsewhere if they cannot do without fomenting trouble. That is it, and that is what it is. It's coming from Osun State, Ile-Ife, precisely. That the Ooni of Ife wouldn't, want to take any excuse from any entity, especially those that call themselves bandits or criminals, because if you disturb the peace of other citizens, how do you want to cope? How do you want them to live their life? Says those found culpable of disrupting the peace of Osun will face the full weight of the law if apprehended. Anyone who has found delight in being a troublemaker has the option of relocating elsewhere if they cannot do without fomenting trouble. Yes, it's been a while we heard of Herdsmen, terrorizing communities, especially in the Yoruba area or South in general. I would say the Herdsmen, that we usually or we used to know, no longer the Herdsmen are operating right now because we've lived with Fulani Herdsmen, the real Herdsmen, directing or trying to rear their cattle, and they are to move their cattle from one region to another. Lately, we discovered that Herdsmen now carries a AK-47, carry live ammunition, rearing cattle. So, how many cows have been killed, or rather, have been stolen, behind this Fulani, whenever they, rustle their cattle? Instead, they only hold what's it called, stick. I will use that word, stick, to control the cattle, those of their cattle, and also they speak language I don't know how they communicate to those cows for them to be able to be coordinated. And like I said, lately during in this administration, we found that Herdsmen now uses AK-47, and that is the reason why MACBAN, which is the Ñìght Allah Association of Nigeria, had deemed it fit to say no, we do not use AK-47, and we are very, very coordinated. Yes. In a nutshell, later on, it said they claim responsibility for the attack on Governor Otham because I believe, yes, they have which I would say immunity covers them. They'll tell you, yes, because my brother is the one, presiding over the affairs of the country, or rather, my brother is the president, so we can act on impunity. That's what I believe. So they also claim the responsibility for the attack of on Governor of Benue State, Governor from because I believe they were being accused of kidnap, being accused of every criminal act, and they said no, they are not involved in criminality. Rather, Herdsmen have been, on ground, or have been, moving their cattle or rearing their cattle from one place to another ever since. Why now? That is what the Ñìght Allah Association, Cattle Breeders Association chairman or representative has said, and they have cooperated. They have the same mindset, and they have the same goal, and that's why they could form a formidable force, to be able to defend themselves. But in the long run, they were also indicted, or they indicted themselves just because my brother and I did if the South really want to fight back, they should, as soon as possible. And that was what he really brought in, all this misunderstanding concerning herdsmen and farmers, herders clashes. That is what it is. Well, that is where I'm going to draw the curtain. I would like you to, share your views and share your opinion in the comment section. And you also don't forget to share these news, and don't forget to, click the bell icon to get more notification. Yes, you're listening to Independent TV 7. Thanks for listening, and God bless you.